Opportunity to come together and share the fun and benefits of the business and how easily it can fit into your life. I'm Kelly, and today I'm joined by one of our amazing consultants, Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Hello, everyone.
So glad that you're with us. You guys, tonight we're going to talk summertime, side hustles, and how Pampered Chef can help you say yes to more moments that matter this season. Okay, Carrie, I'd love for you to kick us off by sharing what made you say yes to Pampered Chef.
Okay, so honestly, it was a little whim of why not. I was attending a friend's party and I'm super competitive. So I was gonna ask all the questions to win the prize, right? Like you got to participate to win a prize, and I was all for it. And sure enough, I won because I was very competitive. But then it got me curious a little bit. And so I actually don't love to cook. However, I love to save money. So cooking at home's, meant not going out to eat, which means you're saving money. So plus I figured Pampered Chef would be a way to help me learn how to cook. I can't say I really know what I was doing then. I have improved, right? But then also to have some fun and then put some money towards our student loans. So why not give it a try? What would I have to lose by trying, right? So, of course, I'm the saver, like I mentioned, but my husband was the one who's like, get the big kit. And I'm like, okay, sure. Because again, why not? So, and I made my money back within my first party, which was really awesome.
I love it. I too am very competitive, so I appreciate that. But I also love the save. I love the fun that you talked about having, and you learned how to cook. I mean, such great benefits that come from having a Pampered Chef side hustle. Like, who knew? I love it. Okay, so now you've discovered those benefits, and I'm sure more. So tell us this. What does a typical week look like for you as a consultant? Like, how are you actually fitting this into your life around your family and your other priorities?
Yeah, so this has definitely changed for me over the years because when I first started, I was working an 8 to 5 job. So I would work Pampered Chef like in the mornings, like 15 to 30 minutes before I went to work, again during my lunch break, and then a little bit in the evening times. So today I'm working it more frequently, but very flexible, right? So I have two kiddos right now, one on the way. I know you can't see my belly here, but and so like making a Pampered Chef to-do list, for the day, the night before, for the week, in the morning, just really helps with my ever-changing schedule right now. In the summertime, right? So I will try to get up before the kids to do a little bit of work, and then here and there. But in the school time, once I drop off my oldest, then I try to work after he is off to school as well. So, of course, there are days we go to the zoo or we're just busy. And so that just changes all the time. No day is the same. There's days I get 1 to 2 hours here and there. And then other days it's like 5 or 15 minutes in the car, maybe while I'm waiting for swimming lessons to be done. Or, yeah, well, sometimes I pull in my garage and I work for 5 minutes before I let them out of their car seats. So, done that too before. But, right. So, Pampered Chef has just made it also very easy to work around my schedule. They've also given me they have some great party content that has really helped. I can add a little of my own personality to it, which is super great, but I do not have to start from scratch. And thank goodness for that. My brain, I don't know if I could do that capacity at this moment. So
Yes,
great.
so much to help you, right? The flexibility and to your point, the content and support. I just love how you're able to determine your work day to day, based on the needs and how that allows you to create opportunities to be with your kiddos. You talked about making a list. Lists speak to me. And we know that many people have a different kind of a list, like a summer bucket list. So tell us, how has Pampered Chef helped you make more of those bucket list type moments to happen?
Yeah. So with Pampered Chef, what I love is that we get to earn vacations. So that's definitely at the top of my list. And we just got back with Pampered Chef from Disney, which was super magical. Even going at 31 pregnant, and yes, I had a scooter. I wasn't about to walk all of that, but it was super fun getting to watch my 6.5 and 3.5 year old, their eyes just light up. Like they just loved it. They're still talking about it, even though we've been back for about a week now. And I know they're going to continue to talk about it for years to come for sure. So, and it's not something that we could afford ourselves otherwise. So, I'm just super extremely grateful to have the ability to have the opportunity to work hard and earn things like this, right? So, also with this great flexibility, we have now a camper and we get to go during the week versus just the weekend. So, we can come back for us to come back on Sunday for church, which is really great. And of course, at the end of the summer, I'll probably just be spending some time cuddling my new one and taking care of her. So, since she is coming in August. So, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be busy, no doubt. And it's just, it's so special that your side hustle provides you these opportunities. And so, with that in mind, what would you say to someone who's on the fence about the opportunity and wondering if they have time for something like this?
Yeah. Well, there's no time like the present. Like I can't control when baby's coming, right? So part of me is just like, just do it, dive in. But also stop and think for a second. Like if you were to do something like this, how much would you like to make each month to make it worth your time? Right? I encourage you to write that down too. I feel like writing is so powerful, journaling and processing that is so powerful as you think about that. Um, and again, how many hours do you think you could commit each week towards something like this? I think if we could show you how to make your goals in the time that you have, is there anything else you would need to know to get started? Okay. And of course, again, you get to choose what kind of consultant you want to be. I started out as a hobby consultant for many, many years. But life changed. So did my priorities to do more for my family and to give me more freedom than my 8 to 5 job did. So some of you may have a big reason for having a side hustle. And because of it, you might want to work more. Again, it's the beauty of the flexibility. And it's a really fun way to make some extra income too. So
Yeah.
without being strapped.
I
Yes.
love that. It really is a beautiful thing when you can make it your own, and you can absolutely do that. Okay, one last question for you. What surprised you most after you started? Like, what's the thing that you didn't expect from the business, but now you love it?
Yeah. So, well, when I very first started, my goal was just to do it for a year and quit and get out. But and part of that was I just wanted to give it a real try. Like, take what I made, go on my way. But I couldn't stop for some reason. I don't know. I guess I got addicted. I'm not quite sure, but I was having fun, right? I was learning how to cook, getting great support, recognition, and rewards that I didn't get from my 8 to 5 job. And the trips, right? Amazing that I've been able to earn, friendships that I've been able to develop, the confidence I've gained too, is just irreplaceable. I've done a lot of I have my master's, so I've done a lot of education, but I tell you what, this is great education in itself too. And while I love being a work at home mom, I can't say I'm a stay at home mom because I work, right? It is rewarding, but as a mom, you don't get that recognition or big thanks for doing all that hard work. So, Pampered Chef can help fill in that gap for that recognition and rewards, like I mentioned.
I love that. You've also mentioned the benefits of extra income, but to your point, that's really just the beginning. There is so much recognition, rewards, the friendships, like who knew? Personal growth. You even learned how to cook. Just so many benefits personal to each person who joins. I am so glad that you said yes. I'm also glad that you stayed for more than a year, 13 years later.
Yes.
And just really grateful for you sharing your experience with us tonight, Carrie. So you guys, if you're listening tonight and if something that Carrie shared, if it clicked for you, then this might be your moment. You can say yes to you this summer. You can say yes to fun, to flexibility, and to showing your kids what dreaming out loud really looks like, just like Carrie's doing. And with our new Kids Club box launching this month, it's the perfect time to do this for your family and with your family. And there are 3 ways to get your hands on it. So when you join Pampered Chef in June, that Kids Club box is yours for free. So think of it as like a welcome gift from us to you. Or you can host a party and scoop it up at just 60% off, or buy the Kids Club box for only $35. And here's the thing, however you get it, you're just gonna be glad that you have it. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And again, big thanks to Carrie. So happy to have you share with us tonight, Carrie.
Absolutely.
I hope that this is the moment that you will reach out to your consultant, right? Reach out to your consultant, let them know that you're ready. Or if you have more questions, ask, because your consultant can share more about the income opportunities, the tools, the support, the rewards, all the things. It's all on the table, just waiting for you. So pull up a chair and join us. Thanks, everybody. Good night.